Something incredible is happening on March the 3rd. This is when we have the lunar eclipse. This is when we also have the 3-3 portal. These things are coming through in the full moon of Virgo. What this really means for you is that when we're encountering this energy, I'm hearing the words, let go of your expectations and you will receive more than you can ever imagine. That's a very specific message for those who clicked on this video who are aligned with this frequency I'm transmitting right now about the 3-3 portal, the lunar eclipse, the full moon in Virgo. I'm going to channel through what wants to come through for this energy portal. Whenever we're working with lunar eclipses, we're working with a huge releasing, right? When we talk about eclipses, it's eclipsing in or eclipsing out. And full moon is about wrapping up, completion, but also combination, like receiving of your manifestation. So what you can expect, okay, when I talk about expecting, when I talk about letting go of expectation. So what you can expect is something gonna come full circle. So around this time, 3 days after, 3 days before, or actually more, I would say a week before, a week after, or even longer, is the eclipse, okay? It lasts really long. So you are going to be feeling some kind of cycle in your life wrapping up. You're going to have some kind of aha moment about like, oh my gosh, I understand the journey now. Not to spoil anything, but one of my favorite books, The Alchemist. Has anyone read it? Let me know down below if you've read The Alchemist, or hit the like button. I'm not going to spoil the book, but it has something to do with the cycle, the coming back to that energy of where it all begins. So when you're tapping the birds, when you're tapping into the signs and synchronicities of the world and going on this spiritual awakening journey, around this time, you're going to be experiencing a complete coming home to wholeness, to oneness, to aliveness, to realization that you didn't have to outsource that thing. Whether the thing is, love, like you're outsourcing love onto a relationship, you're outsourcing your validation and your confidence and your, trust in yourself through other people. Maybe you like, oh, I need to kiss this guru's feet, and go and do these, 10 tarot card readings a month kind of thing, right? What's my future, right? So when you begin to come home to the power has always been within you, and then you give up the ideas of anything or anyone is greater outside of you, any forces is greater than outside of you, you're going to realize this very profound truth of the Virgo full moon. And Virgo is the energy of the hermit. And hermit, okay, in the sign of the tarot system, for those of you who know what that is tapping into the wisdom and the knowledge seeking that can only be found when you remove yourself from the world, from the matrix. So think about, a hermit as someone who like goes into a dark cave with a lantern to study, all these sacred texts and learning about the law of nature and how reality works, and to come home to its truth. So you can be someone who's been on your hermit, okay, journey, but I'm also hearing hermetic journey, so you guys can know about the hermetic principles, the laws, stuff like that. The mystery school, you can be dabbling into the learnings, right? Learning about how the chakras work, etc., etc. So what you're gonna realize, and you might not realize it at the beginning of your journey, not even in the middle of your journey, but when you're at the end, okay, or finishing your spiritual awakening journey, I mean, it keeps on going, but like, the main chunk of it, you're gonna come home to this beautiful saying that I posted inside my Awaken private community. By the way, link is down below if you want to join this, get the meditation, activations, and a lot of resources that I post inside. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. And I always laugh because it's so true, but like you won't get it until you experience it, right? And that is the joke, the cosmic joke of the journey is that enlightenment is not like you like, oh, okay, Shambhala effect, I move onto another like dimension or whatever. You move into a whole new wave of consciousness, but you get to experience your then life, okay, or your now life or your whatever normal life with an enhanced awakening, with an enhanced consciousness. So what do? You still pee, you still poop, you still eat, you still have, drink water, you still chop wood, you still carry water, all of that. But you do it with mindfulness, you do it with awareness, you still deal with people, because we live in this world, we can't avoid, dealing with people. So, but then they used to annoy you or whatever, right? But now you are looking at dealing with people in a different way because you understand that everyone is your mirror reflection, right? Just like when I'm channeling these messages for you, you think that I'm a separate entity than you, right? Then that's not where the consciousness is at. It's knowing that we're all interlinked and we're all interconnected. That's how we're able to co-create this experience. There's something in you that is ready to receive this message, and there's something in me that desires to share this message. So that's why we're a match. We're a match. Hi. Okay. So this is how the frequency works. We meet in frequency. The algorithm of life is through connection in frequency. So what is it saying about this lunar eclipse, full moon in Virgo, the 3-3 portal? I have to take you back to the symbolic meanings of these things. So the first thing is understanding the number 3, the numerology, the significance, because everything is symbolism. Okay, we live in a world. 1, 2, 3. I didn't wear this on purpose, but hey, look at us. We have some props here. Okay, thank you, accessories. So the energy of 3 it's a very spiritual, energy. It's like the trinity of creation, of understanding, like the mental world, spiritual world, the physical world. And when you're manifesting something, right, how you think, how you feel, how you act, right? And the number 3 is a lot in, you say the prayer 3 times, right? So think about the significance of 3 is creation. So 3 is about creation. Creating by putting the elements together that can seem divided. So when you put these things together, you're manifesting and you're creating something incredible. So the 3-3 portal and the significance of it is coming home to your creator consciousness, your creative consciousness, your I am energy, your I am consciousness. Okay? And what that means is that you're going to begin feeling more empowered naturally. Let me know down below if you feel that way. You're going to be feeling more confident, more empowered, and more creative. Okay? We're tapping into this energy of this Piscean season, and the water element, the fishy element. It's a very spiritual time. It's a very spiritual time for you to create something that is meaningful. A lot of you guys here are New Earth leaders, guides, and co-creators. And what that means is that you want to not just, create mindless content or mindless products and services. There's intentionality that you want to put into it, right? Like, for example, like if you want to have like a beauty, nails, hair, eyelash, whatever salon, you're doing it with local products, you're using ethical sourcing, right? You're doing with love and intention and care, not just like money grabbing or whatever, you know what I mean? So there's like that consciousness in everything that you are creating from now. So I want to also emphasize this point that this is going to also, this portal, the 3-3 portal, is going to emphasize that there's something that wants to be birthed. Okay, there's something that wants to be birthed into creation, right? Think about procreation. You're creating a new life. So there's going to be something that's going to be revealed to you. You may already know what it is, but it can be revealed to you within these kind of 2 weeks, 1 week before, 1 week after, okay, during this time period. Whether it's a business, whether it's a revival of your business, of your career, of something that you wanted to contribute to the world. I feel like this is a lot of contribution, community, and spiritual path type of portal. Okay. Now, when we have a portal, okay, we have repeating numbers. So 3, March the 3rd. Why is it significant? It's significant because when you put the 3 together, you get that kind of balancing energy, 3 here and 3 here, and that's like the scale. And this is like the energy of knowing that when you are in creation and you're aligned with your creation, your reality can mirror, okay, can mirror materially another like reflection. Now, what that means is that you can call in a collaborator, and your community, audience, group, mailing list, or whatever it is, okay, think community and collaborator, they're going to play an important role in whatever that you are creating. Why? Because 3, right, is the number of community. So this is all the symbolism that once you tap into it, you will understand how to work better with this 3 portal energy. Why I'm making this video and why this is a very significant portal is that not only it is, this 3 portal that already has this significance of you launching and birthing and creating and co-creating, it's also that energy of the lunar eclipse. And the lunar eclipse is really about significant, monumental changes and transformation in your life. So if you have previously experienced, the eclipse effect, let me know down below, share your experience. Me personally, I had 2 of my major 5-year breakups happen on a solar eclipse. I know this is not a solar eclipse, but I just want to bring that up, that eclipses can really start something new or end something new. But the good thing for you to know, okay, and always be reminded of is that it's all for divine purposes. Okay, so like there's no arguing about, oh my God, could it be a mistake that I, break up with that guy? Or could it be a mistake that my business crumbled down? Could it be a mistake that I wanted to move to, this country, right? Or whatever. Could it be a mistake that my flight to, whatever got canceled? We're also in the Mercury retrograde energy. So this is also the energy of you tapping into whatever is happening now is divinely orchestrated. Okay, please write this down, remind yourself of that. Because oftentimes we can question our action, we can question our decision or intuition. Oh my God, am I doing something wrong? The good thing about this is that you can expect things to come in, come out, break apart, rearrange, delay, or mix match, or whatever, but it's all of divine purpose. When it comes to lunar eclipses, it's going to open up and reveal to you the truth. Okay, so I always talk about the full moon energy as the flashlight effect. It's going to flashlight effect on an area of your life. And because this is going to be the moon in Virgo, which rules the hermit, right, which rules beauty, health, perfectionism, analytical, right, all of these things, nutrition, can be even routine and stuff like that. So anything in that sort is going to have a flashlight on. So all of a sudden you can feel like doing some house cleaning, some arrangement, making your home more neat, right? Emptying your closet, upgrading your beauty routine, and focusing on your nutrition and health. And speaking of health, right, and all of that, maybe healthy relationship, healthy friendship, healthy work environment, healthy sleep time, right? Healthy habits of, are you swiping? Okay, swiper, no swiping, okay? So maybe you swipe too much, right? You scroll too much. And then you have to address that and you have to assess that. Okay, I want to talk about now the energy of letting go of the expectation, the message that I heard for you at the beginning of this video. So this is going to be the time where you can set that clear intention or acknowledgement that everything I know, and I acknowledge that everything is being shown to me, because that's what the full moon is, right? That's being shown to me during this eclipse is for my highest good. I'm ready to see, I'm willing to see. Please show me. Okay? So when you set this intention, when you say this declaration or invocation, you're establishing trust with the divine, with the all that is, with the God within you. And when you let go of the expectation that, oh my God, please show me this thing about this relationship, or show me this thing about what I'm supposed to do to make money, or how can I grow my business, or however. It might not come right away, but it's going to show you something and you have to trust it. That's why I should let go of expectation. You can set an intention, but then you let it go, okay? Because what can be revealed to you is something that is seemingly unrelated, but it is the foundation that needs to be built and established in order for you to receive that manifestation or have that thing to be clear. Like, for example, if you are like, I want to have 10 more K in my monthly income, right? So whatever your monthly income is, you're like, I want 10 plus K dollars in it, right? So if that's what it like, show me that it's gonna you expect it to reveal to you, but it may not reveal to you how to do it in the way your ego thinks. But it's gonna reveal to you something like, oh my gosh, you're not living in the right home. It may show you something like, oh my God, like your stomach start to have some digestive issues. And it can come out of nowhere and you're like, what is this? It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with business. It has nothing to do with, earning more. But it's focusing and shining the flashlight on the areas that you need to look at. So maybe your home is not set up in the place right now that is supportive for your money flow, for your receiving, right? You can look into things like feng shui if that, attracts you. This doesn't have to be, but, as an example, right? You have to look at things like maybe you don't want to be in America. You want to live in Europe. You're like a European girl at heart, but you were born in Texas or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you want to live in Asia and you grew up in wherever you grew up. You know what I'm saying? So you have to realize that there's something that it would free up your energy. It will tap you into your creative flow when you're actually in the place that is supportive of that flow, that routine, that creation process. Like for me, I'm obviously in the beautiful island of Bali right now. And I always feel very creative and alive and, in my energy of Zen and mindfulness and just good when I'm here, So it's very supportive of my creative energy. It's very supportive for me to do the spiritual work that I do. Okay. Oh my God, I see like a gecko in my villa. Okay, anyway, so the energy of you recognizing and admitting to yourself that there deep in your heart there's some place that you belong, but you haven't given yourself the full permission. So this eclipse is gonna reveal to you that you can't lie to yourself anymore, that you're gonna stay in this place to save money or whatever, but it's actually killing your income. It's killing your creativity. It's killing your vitality. It can even not be a match for your love energy, So all of these things you can look into, you can explore, you can open up your consciousness and aligning to the place that you're meant to. Okay, so any health issues, same thing. You are here thinking about, oh my God, how am I going to make that extra money? How am I going to whatever? But all this time you're neglecting your health. So by focusing on that health issue that, this lunar eclipse can be showing you, you're going to realize, oh my gosh, I am in my grinding. I want more energy again. And I don't even have time to breathe. I don't even have time to take a freaking bubble bath without thinking about my to-do list, thinking about the laundry, thinking about the freaking cat and dog that needs a haircut and a nail clip, right? You have to allow yourself to focus and build the things that matters, because maybe right now your higher self, your God consciousness, the all that is training you, is preparing you to have a regulated, calm nervous system, so that you can handle more wealth, because a lot of the wealth is you're receiving your receptivity, right? It's not just about making more money. It's about, can you handle more money coming to you? Can you handle more love coming to you? More aligned, healthy love. Maybe you've been with the toxic people, right? But what about the healthy ones? But then you're used to the toxic one because your nervous system in survival mode, and it's not in a regulated, healthy mode, because you don't focus on yourself. And when you don't focus on yourself, what that is saying in the energetic translation is that you're not important. It's an unhealthy way of operating. So therefore, you're gonna attract unhealthy partners and relationships and all of these things, connections, which we're not gonna go further into. But I wanted to bring this up because it's very important. This is not some like fluffy astrological forecast type of video. This is you rewiring the depth of you to have a really successful life, because most videos and most content out there can be teaching you quick hack. Do this to manifest the guy, do this to manifest the growth, do this to manifest the quick money. But it doesn't address the core issue, which is you, really being there for yourself, coming into inner wholeness, inner harmony. And people don't want to hear that. These are not the videos that it's popular, but that's the truth, right? The flashy things get the attention, right? It's like you put a twerking person versus someone who's saying truth. So this is why this frequency is meant to reach very rare souls who are actually serious about finding the right balance in their life and creating harmony, and not just creating random things and not attracting random lovers or attracting random money, right? You want the aligned money, you want the happy money, you want the healthy love. You know what I mean? Like, you want to do things right. So that's why this video has found you in this frequency. If this is something that interests you, I have two pathways for you. One is the pathway of seen, heard, and felt, which is my weekly inner circle coaching, and you get access to hours of trainings and past recordings with me when we address on how you can step into your new earth co-creator role and leadership. And I'm there with you every single week live. You can connect with me so I can help you in that journey. And then the second pathway is my one-on-one divine template energy activation and soul blueprint activation. And what we do in there is that we awaken your true self. Okay, your true self is your true authentic self, your new earth leader role. And what that means is that when we are awakening, what these eclipses and these portals, okay, when it attracts certain people, is that we are co-creating the new earth paradigm, where we are redefining what success means, what money means, what love means, right? We're moving into conscious love. We're moving into conscious wealth, right? We're moving into conscious living. And the chances are you are going to be a co-creator, a guide, if you're not already in that. So if that's something that you want to tap into with me, we open up in that quantum session. The link is down below to book your session. And I love working with people in that session, especially for the past months. Ever since I opened it, oh my God, it was like the best thing I've ever done in my life. Because this is where we get to meet in frequency. My name is Tina. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm happy to have you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button to let me know you appreciate our vibes and you want more. Let me know down below what is up, what's going on, how do you feel, and I will see you on the next one.